My beloved child, listen to me for a moment, because I am speaking directly to your heart, right now. Not by accident, not by coincidence, but because you need to hear this more than you realize. I see you. I see the thoughts that keep you awake at night, the worries you replay again and again in your mind, the silent questions you ask when no one else is listening. And I want you to know this first of all: you are not alone, and you never have been. Even when your strength feels weak, even when your faith feels small, even when your heart feels tired, I am here closer than your next breath. You do not need to carry the weight of everything by yourself anymore. You do not need to solve every impossible problem, fix every broken situation, or predict every outcome, because those burdens were never meant to rest on your shoulders. Just as the winds and the storms obey my command, so too will the storms inside your heart begin to calm when you place them into my hands. I know your thoughts have been restless, jumping from fear to fear, imagining outcomes that have not happened and may never happen. And I gently tell you now, be still. Come to me, and I will give you the rest your soul has been craving. Let me quiet the noise in your mind. Let me settle the anxiety that tightens your chest. Let me bring peace into the places where tension has made its home. I desire peace in your days and serenity in your nights. And this peace does not depend on circumstances, people, or news from the world. It flows from my presence alone. You are blessed beyond measure, yet there have been moments when fear has spoken louder than gratitude, when worries have overshadowed the many ways I have already carried you, protected you, and provided for you. I want you to lift your eyes for a moment and remember how many times I have brought you through what once felt unbearable. I urge you now to remain calm and not allow your heart to be shaken by rumors, gossip, negative voices, or frightening headlines, because none of those things hold your future. I hold your destiny in my hands, and no opinion, no threat, no accusation has the power to undo what I have planned for you. Even if you feel surrounded, even if you believe you are facing the consequences of past mistakes, do not be afraid, because my love for you has not changed. You are my beloved child, and I will protect you even in the midst of chaos. When those around you lose hope, when confusion spreads, when fear seems contagious, I am calling you to stand firm and breathe deeply in my presence, because I will never abandon you. This moment right now is not random. It is a testament of my love for you. I am reaching into your heart, addressing the doubts that have lingered there for so long, the ones you rarely speak out loud. I know how deeply you desire peace, stability, and reassurance, and I want you to hear this clearly. I love you, and I am showing you that love right now. I am beginning to remove the weight of old wounds, the scars left by words, actions, and situations that hurt you more than you ever admitted. The pain you endured was not in vain, because today you carry strength, wisdom, and maturity that you did not have before. You are becoming someone who can listen with clarity, stand with courage, and protect what truly matters to you. Your time of rest is arriving, and your season of renewal is beginning. I want you to stop fighting every thought and simply allow my peace to settle over you. You do not need to be afraid of what tomorrow might bring, because I am already there. You do not need to replay yesterday's mistakes, because I have already covered them with my mercy. Right now, in this moment, I am inviting you to let go, to loosen your grip on fear, and to trust me again, even if trust feels difficult. I know there are nights when sleep escapes you and your mind races without permission, but I am here to calm your heart and quiet your thoughts. I am here to remind you that you are safe in me. Breathe slowly, stay with me, and let these words sink deep into your spirit, because this message is for you. I am here, I see you, and I am not going anywhere. My beloved child, now listen even more closely, because I am going deeper into your heart, into the places that still ache, into the memories you try not to think about, into the wounds you learned to hide behind strength and silence. I know what others did to you. I know the words that cut deeper than you expected, the betrayals that shook your trust, the moments when you felt abandoned, misunderstood, or treated as if your value did not matter. You carried those experiences quietly, pretending you were fine, while your heart was slowly learning how to survive instead of how to rest. But I am here now to heal what others broke. I am not overlooking your pain, and I am not minimizing what you went through. Every tear you cried in secret, every night you lay awake questioning yourself, every time you wondered if you were the problem, I saw it all. And I tell you this with certainty, none of it defines who you are. Those experiences did not destroy you. They shaped you, refined you, and prepared you for something greater than you can yet see. I am gently removing the scars that still ache when you remember the past, the emotional weight that returns when something reminds you of what you lost, what you endured, or what never came. I am lifting the heaviness from your chest and untangling the confusion that settled in your mind. After disappointment and heartbreak, you have carried guilt that was never yours, shame that should never have belonged to you, and responsibility for wounds you did not cause. Today, I am telling you to release them into my hands. Let go of the belief that you were weak because you were hurt. Let go of the lie that you failed because things did not work out the way you hoped. You survived what was meant to break you, and that alone speaks of the strength I placed within you. There were seasons when you felt drained, when your motivation faded, when sadness lingered longer than you wanted to admit, and you wondered if you would ever feel like yourself again. I was there even then, watching over you, protecting what remained unbroken inside your soul. Every hardship you endured taught you discernment, patience, and compassion. You learned how to see beyond appearances, how to feel deeply without becoming bitter, how to stand again even when you were afraid of falling. That growth did not come easily, and I honor the courage it took for you to keep going. I am healing the places where fear still whispers that the same pain will return, that people cannot be trusted, that opening your heart again is dangerous. I am teaching you that wisdom does not mean closing yourself off. It means knowing where to place your trust and when to listen to my voice above all others. You are no longer the same person who was wounded before. You are stronger now, calmer, more aware, and more grounded than you realize. The pain you went through has given you depth, and that depth will allow you to understand, protect, and stand up for those you love. You are learning to listen without reacting to respond, without anger, and to choose peace even when chaos tries to provoke you. That is healing in motion. I know there are moments when memories resurface unexpectedly, when something small reopens an old feeling, and you wonder if you are truly healed. Do not be discouraged by that. Healing is not the absence of memory. It is the absence of control those memories once had over you. And I am loosening that control day by day. I am replacing fear with calm, understanding, resentment with clarity, and regret with forgiveness. I am reminding you that what happened to you was not a punishment, nor was it proof that you were unworthy. It was a passage that strengthened your spirit and prepared your heart for a more peaceful future. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. I am restoring your ability to rest without guilt, to smile, without forcing it to hope, without fear of disappointment. I am awakening a quiet confidence within you, one that does not need validation from others and does not depend on approval or applause. This confidence comes from knowing who you are and whose you are. You no longer need to replay conversations from the past or imagine what you should have said or done differently. That season has passed, and I am calling you forward. Lift your head, because the version of you that was wounded is not the version of you that will walk into what is coming. You are stepping into a calmer strength, one that does not need to prove anything, one that trusts me even when answers are not immediate. I am healing your heart so you can move without heaviness, love without fear, and live without constantly bracing for pain. Stay with me in this moment. Let my words settle gently within you, because this healing is not rushed. It is intentional. You are safe here, you are seen here, and you are being restored more than you realize. My beloved child, as you remain here with me, I want you to know that my care for you does not stop at healing your heart. It also surrounds your life, your family, and everything that concerns you. I am watching over you more closely than you can imagine, guarding the places you cannot see, and protecting you in ways you may never fully understand. Even when chaos seems near, even when uncertainty tries to shake your confidence, my presence stands firm around you. I am your refuge and your shield, and nothing that comes against you is greater than the protection I place over your life. You may not always feel strong, but strength does not come from how you feel. It comes from who stands with you. And I stand with you always. I see your concern for your home, your loved ones, your responsibilities, and the future you are trying to secure. You carry these concerns quietly, often putting others before yourself, hoping that everything will remain stable and safe. I want you to hear this clearly. Now your home is not unguarded, your family is not exposed, and your life is not left to chance. I am watching over you, and my peace is meant to reign where fear once tried to take control. When your thoughts wander to what could go wrong, I invite you to bring them back to my promises. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. There are moments when negative voices attempt to disturb your peace whispers that come through conversations, media, opinions, or memories that try to convince you that danger is closer than it truly is. Do not allow those voices to rule your heart. Not every word spoken deserves your attention, and not every warning deserves your fear. I am teaching you discernment, so you may recognize what is worth listening to and what must be released. When you stay grounded in my presence, confusion loses its power over you. Even if others around you feel overwhelmed, even if they react with panic or despair, I am calling you to remain calm and steady because I am at work behind the scenes on your behalf. I am protecting you from situations you never even see, redirecting paths, delaying dangers, and closing doors that would have caused harm. You are safer than you realize. I know there are times when you worry about provision, about whether there will be enough, about whether you are doing enough to care for those you love. I want you to rest in this truth. I am your provider. I know what you need before you ask, and I am faithful to supply what truly matters. I am not only concerned with material needs, but with the peace, health, and unity of your household. When you choose to trust me instead of fear, you create space for my peace to settle over your home like a gentle covering. No accusation, no negativity, and no harmful intention can stand against the protection I give when you remain aligned with me. I am strengthening you to be a source of calm for others, someone who does not react impulsively, but responds with wisdom and clarity. This calm does not come from ignoring reality. It comes from knowing that I am in control of it. When you wake up in the morning and feel the weight of responsibilities waiting for you, remember that you do not face them alone. I walk with you into every conversation, every decision, and every challenge. You do not need to fear opposition, criticism, or misunderstanding, because my approval rests upon you. I am teaching you to set boundaries that protect your peace, to step away from negativity, and to avoid being drawn into conflicts that only drain your spirit. You are not called to carry every burden or solve every problem around you. Some things are not yours to fight, and I will handle them for you. When you feel tension rising within your home or within your heart, pause and invite me in. My peace is not fragile, and it does not break under pressure. It is steady, quiet, and powerful. I am placing that peace within you, so that fear no longer dictates your decisions. Even if challenges arise, even if circumstances seem uncertain, for a moment, do not assume the worst. I am working for your good, arranging details, aligning events, and ensuring that nothing meant to harm you will succeed. You are learning to trust me, not only in moments of prayer, but in daily life, in small decisions, and in quiet moments when no one else sees. That trust is strengthening you more than you know. I am also calling you to guard your thoughts carefully, because what you allow into your mind influences the atmosphere around you. Do not dwell on negativity, suspicion, or constant worry. Those things do not come from me. When fear tries to enter, replace it with my words, with gratitude, and with calm reflection. Your home is meant to be a place of rest, not tension, and your heart is meant to be a place of faith, not anxiety. I am protecting your sleep, your peace, and your emotional well-being. When you lay down at night, release the day into my hands, knowing that I remain at work even while you rest. You do not need to stay alert or anxious to keep things under control. I am already watching over you. I am teaching you that true strength is found in surrender, not in constant effort. As you trust me more deeply, you will notice that your reactions change, your worries lessen, and your confidence grows. This is not because life becomes perfect, but because you are no longer facing it alone. I am with you in every season, and I will continue to guard what matters most to you. Stay close to me. Remain attentive to my voice, and let my peace guide your steps. You are protected, you are covered, and you are safe in my care. My beloved child, now I want you to lift your eyes and look beyond what you can currently see, because I am preparing to lead you into a new season, one that you could not have entered with the mindset you once had. There are doors before you that you did not open, opportunities you did not create by your own strength, and paths you did not plan. Yet I am the one placing them gently in front of you. I know there were times when you felt stuck, when you prayed for change, but saw nothing move, when you wondered if your efforts were wasted and if your patience had any meaning. I want you to understand this clearly. Now delays are not denials, and silence was never absence. While you were waiting, I was aligning circumstances, preparing hearts, and shaping you inwardly, so that when these doors open, you will be ready to walk through them with wisdom instead of fear. What I am opening for you now cannot be closed by doubt, by the opinions of others, or by your past mistakes. These doors are opening because the time is right, not because you forced them, but because you trusted me, even when you did not understand the process. I am not calling you into a season of reckless striving or empty ambition, but into a season of clarity, balance, and purpose. The opportunities ahead of you are not meant to distract you from what matters, but to support the life I am building with you. I am bringing provision that sustains rather than overwhelms growth, that strengthens rather than exhausts, and progress that brings peace instead of anxiety. You may notice new ideas beginning to form in your mind, gentle inspirations that feel calm, rather than urgent thoughts that come with clarity instead of pressure. That is me guiding you. Do not dismiss these moments or rush past them. Pay attention to what brings peace to your spirit, because I often speak through calm assurance rather than loud demands. I know you have seen others chase success at the cost of their health, their family, and their integrity, and I want you to know that I am not leading you down that path. I am teaching you to value wisdom over speed, faithfulness over appearance, and steady growth over sudden recognition. What I am building in your life will last because it is rooted in truth and patience. There will be unexpected help along the way, people who show up at the right time with the right words, solutions that appear just when you need them, and moments of favor that remind you that you are not walking alone. Do not be surprised when things begin to flow more easily than before. That ease is not laziness, it is alignment. I am also opening doors within you, doors of confidence, discernment, and self-understanding that were once closed by fear or insecurity. You are beginning to see yourself more clearly, not through the lens of past failures or comparisons, but through the truth of who you are becoming. This inner shift is just as important as the external changes you will soon experience. I am inviting you to step forward without carrying the weight of proving yourself. You do not need to impress anyone or compete for validation. Walk with humility, gratitude, and awareness, and you will recognize the opportunities meant for you without forcing them. I know you sometimes worry about making the wrong decision, about choosing the wrong door, and missing what is meant for you. Release that fear. I am guiding your steps, and when your heart remains open to me, I will redirect you gently if needed. Even what seems like a setback can become a doorway to growth when you trust me. I am also asking you to be patient with yourself as this new season unfolds. Growth does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels quiet, steady, and almost ordinary, yet it is in those moments that the strongest foundations are built. Do not rush the process or compare your journey to anyone else's. What I have prepared for you is uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences, your values, and your calling. I am blessing your efforts, not so you can carry more worry, but so you can live with greater peace and freedom. When new responsibilities come, I will also provide the strength and wisdom to manage them well. When new opportunities arise, I will give you discernment to know which ones align with my purpose for you. You do not need to say yes to everything. Learn to listen, to pause, and to choose what brings life rather than exhaustion. I am teaching you that abundance is not measured only by what you gain, but by what you no longer need to chase. As you move forward, remain grounded in gratitude. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your perspective clear. It reminds you where you came from and helps you recognize my hand at work in every detail. There will be moments when you look back and realize that doors you once begged to open would have led you away from peace. You will understand then why I protected you by saying no, or by asking you to wait. Trust that my timing is intentional and loving. I am not holding good things away from you. I am preparing you to receive them well. This season is about growth that honors your values, opportunities that respect your well-being, and progress that strengthens your faith rather than weakens it. You are stepping into a future that reflects the inner healing you have already received. Stay attentive, stay humble, and stay connected to me. The doors opening before you are signs that what you have endured was shaping you for this moment. Walk forward calmly without fear, knowing that I am guiding you every step of the way, and that what lies ahead is unfolding with purpose, care, and love. My beloved child, now that you have listened, now that your heart has been quieted, and your spirit has been strengthened, this is the moment where I invite you to respond. Faith is not only something you feel, it is something you choose. I have spoken peace to your mind, healing, to your heart, protection over your life, and direction for your future. But now I ask you to open your heart willingly and receive what I am offering you. Do not remain silent inside. Do not hesitate, because I am closer than you think, and my arms are open to you right now. You do not need perfect words. You do not need long speeches. You only need sincerity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply, and from your heart, say, "Lord, I need you." That simple prayer reaches me more powerfully than you realize. I know there are still fears trying to cling to you, worries about what tomorrow holds, concerns about your family, your health, your finances, and your future. But I am asking you to place them into my hands without holding anything back. You have carried enough on your own. This is the moment to surrender the weight you were never meant to bear. Let go of resentment. Let go of regret. Let go of the guilt that no longer belongs to you. Forgive those who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. When you release them, you release yourself. I am giving you a new heart, one that is lighter, calmer, and more aligned with my truth. Do not allow the enemy to pull you back into old patterns of fear, doubt, or negative thinking. You are not weak, you are not forgotten, and you are not destined to repeat the past. You are stepping into a new season, and that season requires a new response from you. Each morning, choose to ignite your faith by remembering my words. Speak gratitude even before you see results. Speak trust even when answers seem delayed. Gratitude is a powerful act of faith, and it shifts the atmosphere around your life. When you give thanks, you are declaring that you believe I am already at work. I want you to know that your prayers are heard, your tears are seen, and your faith moves. My heart, I am closer than a whisper, and I respond to those who seek me with humility and trust. Do not be afraid to ask me for what you need. Ask me for wisdom. Ask me for peace. Ask me for strength. Ask me for provision, and ask me for clarity. I delight in answering the prayers of my children, especially when they come with a sincere and grateful heart. I am breaking the chains that once held you captive, chains of anxiety, chains of fear, chains of self-doubt, and chains of past mistakes. Those chains no longer define you. You are free to move forward, free to hope. Again, free to believe again, and free to live without constantly expecting something to go wrong. I am filling your heart with courage so you can stand firm in your decisions, speak with confidence, and walk forward without hesitation. You are not walking alone. I am with you in every conversation, every challenge, and every step you take from this moment on. Your life is about to change, not because of luck or coincidence, but because you have chosen to trust me again. Doors will open, help will arrive, and clarity will replace confusion. Even when challenges arise, you will not be shaken as before, because your foundation is being strengthened by my presence. I am calling you to remain consistent in prayer, not out of obligation, but out of relationship. Speak to me as you would to someone who loves you deeply, because that is who I am. When you feel overwhelmed, come to me. When you feel uncertain, come to me. When you feel grateful, come to me. I am always ready to listen. Now I ask you to make a simple declaration of faith. If you receive this message, if you believe these words are for you, and if you are ready to step into this new season with trust, I want you to respond. Write in the comments, I receive it. If you are praying for peace over your home and family, write, I trust you, Lord. And if this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, type 777 in the comments as a sign of faith and agreement. Your response is not for me alone. It is a declaration over your life and an encouragement to others who are reading. As you respond, know that I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and loving you beyond measure. Remain in my peace, walk forward with confidence, and never forget that you are my beloved child, chosen, protected, and deeply loved.